cohousing really is a response to contemporary housing and looking at how currently often our streets and our subdivisions are designed to be car-centric, where it makes it more difficult to have the kinds of social connections that make for tight-knit communities and good quality of life. We see streets where, the garages are prominent, you can drive home, you can get out of your car, go inside without seeing a soul. We see front lawns that are largely devoid of life and play and children. Those things have become more rare, and the pulse of the community is hard to sense, it's hard to see. So there have been, many different responses to how to create more community, from communes to ecovillages and many other models. And for us, cohousing emerged as one that has been successful in other places and could be a fit for here as well. So we are proceeding with this idea of cohousing. We're learning from others that have gone before us, and we're really ready to make it a reality here.
Cohousing has a number of definitions. Here are two that we really like. The first is that cohousing is a form of intentional community where the physical architecture or the buildings supports the social architecture, which is a healthy community. Another definition that we really like is this one, which says that cohousing we are a small, safe, old-fashioned neighborhood of modern, energy-saving homes where children can play safely, adults can work things out together, elders have neighbors who care, and where we all work and play together.
Cohousing is one of many different types of housing, and it often gets compared and sometimes confused with other types of housing. So we just want to clarify how cohousing is distinct from these other housing types. So cohousing and ecovillages have a lot in common. Typically, ecovillages are larger and more rural, and there is often some kind of shared economy or businesses, perhaps agriculture happening in an ecovillage. Cohousing and co-op housing have a lot in common philosophically, where there's a real intentionality around cooperating and collaborating, but the ownership structures are usually different. Most of the cohousings in North America are condominium in legal structure rather than cooperative in legal structure and ownership model. So cohousing is similar to condominiums in that sense. Most of the cohousings in Canada use the condominium legal and ownership structure, where you own your own home. But distinct from typical condominiums, there is a lot more owner and resident involvement, both in the design, so residents, future neighbors getting to have input in the design of the community, how the community is set up, how it's managed and run, and then taking care of it together. Also, cohousing tends to have a lot more shared amenities than your typical condominium. And cohousing is not to be confused with affordable, capital A, affordable housing. Unfortunately, in Canada, there are not the supports to enable cohousing to sell homes below market value. In fact, cohousing homes are typically at or above market value for homes. However, we believe that there are long-term affordability measures built into cohousing that make it more economical in the long term. And cohousing is not a hippie commune, although we do welcome retired hippies to come and join us. Yeah. So now that you have had an overview, a brief understanding here of what cohousing is, we are excited to tell you more about what's in store for Treehouse Village. And we hope that you'll click through to our other videos to learn what's happening and how this dream is coming to life.
Next up, Part 2, our vision, values, and plan. For more information on Treehouse Village eco-housing, see our website at treehousevillage.ca. We still have space for future neighbors.